The stock market dumped, then pumped, Bitcoin continues to dump, and we have some very interesting news that you guys are going to want to see, because I think there's something brewing right now that most people don't even understand how it can affect the crypto markets. And if you are in crypto, trust me, you're going to want to hear this. And jumping straight into it, looking at the technicals for Bitcoin first, we got just under 77,000 for Bitcoin. The bear flag playing perfectly here. So if you were watching the channel up here, I told you guys very straight that if you were someone who was shorting this market or planning to short, this was a great opportunity to open your shorts. So far, that would be a profit of 7%. If you had 10x leverage, it would be about a 70% profit. So well done to anyone who took that trade. I saw a few people in the comment section taking that trade, and I hope you are making a lovely, lovely little profit there. So far, exactly what we have been planning to happen has been happening. And of course, I'm not saying I played this perfectly. I don't short in the market right now. I just simply don't think the risk to reward for my strategy and for the way I like to play things is there. But of course, if that's part of your strategy, get it done. Get your profits in there so you have the cash flow to buy the dip of whatever it is you want to buy. Right now, my thesis remains the same, okay? We came up here, we hit the 200-day MA, and right now we are being rejected. If I take a look at the Bitcoin exchange liquidation map, we have flipped. The market has flipped, and we are now more bearish than we were bullish. More people are shorting with $9.6 billion of shorts, whereas there's only $5.8 billion of longs. This shows us people are going short at support, all right? So a little bit more to the downside would put us at the bottom of the bear flag, right around there. And then that would hopefully also coincide with an annihilation of all of the long positions that are left with too high leverage that got in too late. And then we'll be stuck with this big wall of shorts. What does a big wall of shorts create us? The perfect storm for a short squeeze to the upside. If we see that data, we're in and around the lows of the bear flag. We've got predominantly shorts in the market over longs. That could be a great entry again for my strategy. Last time we had an entry was at 62,700. Now we're at 76,900. You see, if you actually follow a strategy, guys, even in these pullbacks, it doesn't really matter. I'm not worried about this pullback because I got in so much lower. But if I do see the signals that I like to look for that I will share with you here on this channel, then I probably will enter a new long. But Bitcoin, right, down 6,000 since the Clarity Act advanced to a full Senate vote. This is just typical, and we couldn't expect it, right? Everyone was excited about the Clarity Act. We got the news. It's come down, guys. This is to be expected. It's very normal, especially in a bear market. This is the sort of news that will bring capital into the market, but in a bear market, nobody cares. And it doesn't matter because we know what happens. People lose interest. They get disenfranchised. They get angry. They sell. They dump all of their money. And eventually, after approximately 365 days of a down period, we start to rise once again. And the very simplest way to navigate this market for me is to simply dollar cost average into Bitcoin on the way down. So unlike the majority of the market, I'm actually very excited for Bitcoin to go lower. In fact, I think that there's a possibility that we go as low as 30,000, maybe even lower. It doesn't matter if it happens or not because I'm already buying, and I'm buying in amounts that I'm happy. If we bounce, I'm happy with the profits. If we go down, I still have capital reserved for the downside. If I never get to invest that capital into the downside, it's no worries because we have loads of other opportunities that I'm always looking at. We can always put our cash to work. That's my opinion anyways. And guys, catch you in the next one.